Hello to everybody out there in our Montasy Comics Extended Universe. I'm Adam.
And I'm Jake.
And we are coming to you right on the heels of the Pokemon Lost Origins pre-release.
That was a weekend, really.
It certainly was. It's an exciting time whenever a set is about to come out, getting a chance to really take a deep dive and a look before the full launches even happen, getting to see people touching those cards, looking at them, adding them to their collections for the first time. Yeah, touching those cards. What? I mean, you can see them in previews, right?
True.
When a set's coming out, you know what's coming out. You know what it's going to be. You see it online. You see the spoilers, but you got to touch them.
And to be fair with Pokemon, a lot of them actually do have textures to it. So, yeah, I guess touching them is a benefit.
Yeah, it's a tactile game.
Yeah, but we had what, 4 in-store pre-releases over the course of the weekend. It went pretty well. We launched them all, and everyone seemed to have fun, or at least was learning. I know we experienced a few people that were a little younger and apprehensive to wanting to play, but it really was a good time for all. I mean, I saw people having fun. I saw people crack. I think it was a Mew, like one of these cool cell-shaded Mews. It was pretty awesome.
I think that the pre-release really gives people an opportunity to join in at a level that they're comfortable with. You might have people who have tried playing the game a little bit but have never really gone to an event before. But once you have something that has such a low barrier to entry, once you have something where you don't need cards to join, you don't need to have experience to join, it's a very simplified version of the game. The games are shorter, the matches are best of one. It, I think, is a lot more inviting. So as a result, if you're someone who might be a little bit younger, might be a little bit more, as you said, apprehensive, it's a really welcoming platform because there's so little setup that you need and so much that you're able to take away.
It's true, and also we had just a bunch of people coming in and just picking up the pre-release kit and the couple packs that came with it. Wow, we went through so many cases.
Well, absolutely. It's kind of an interesting time because for the longest time, years and years, if you wanted to do pre-release, it was just an event.
Yeah.
You come in, you sign up, you participate in the event. Tremendous fun. Always good to see people coming out to support the game. But then a couple years ago, they started introducing the take-home pre-release.
I mean, that had to have been a response to the pandemic, but
absolutely. But that's something that I think actually opened the door for a lot of people. Like in the same way that having the event opens the door to people who are interested in organized play.
Yeah.
Having the take-home option, there are people who like the cards, who collect them, who don't really play the game.
That's true.
As much. They might not want to play in an organized setting. They might just be comfortable playing among themselves, among their friends. And I think that the take-home definitely did bring people into the game in a way that just in-store didn't. But at the same time, when you only have take-home, you lose a lot of that community aspect.
Yeah.
You lose a lot of that chance to sit down with other people who care about the same game as you and really participate in that moment in a set's release.
Yeah, it really does make a difference. And, thankfully, at least, I always admire Pokemon because out of all the other TCGs, it got on the online wagon so freaking fast. I mean, it since it's had its little QR codes in every pack, it's been easy for players to not only collect, but then also not one-for-one transition a collection into online play, but then have the capability to just have a completely separate deck ready to go online too. It's pretty awesome.
I think Pokemon had a lot of online infrastructure for a very long time. So as a result, it was very easy to move people onto that platform.
Yeah.
It helps that Pokemon is a card game that's based on a video game.
Yeah.
So it's something where there are a lot of different pots that they've got their fingers in. But at the same time, I think that this kind of hybrid system where people have the option to take things home and also to play in store really opens things up for a lot of folks. I'll be completely honest, and this is, again, with full appreciation of the things that in-store pre-release is able to do.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there are people who enjoy the take-home pre-release, who, if they only had the option to do in-store, would not come to pre-release. So
Yeah, that's true.
But at the same time, when you have people who start doing the take-home and start kind of getting comfortable with that, that's something that can still lead them in. Maybe they're not going to do pre-release because they don't want to do something that's a tournament. They do take-home pre-release, then maybe they come to Pokemon League. Yeah. Maybe they come to something that's more of a casual event but doesn't have that same kind of tournament structure. The same way that in-store pre-release is able to ease people into organized play, I think take-home pre-release is really able to ease people into the game that then lays the foundation for them to get comfortable to take that step toward organized play.
Yeah, and also in that regard, we also have things like Pokemon League and stuff that are available to Pokemon players that can actually be, again, this casual experience where you can sit down and easily just trade for a little bit, but it could also just sit down, learn a little bit of how to actually play a little more and get better at the game itself. I mean, we usually get a couple people in every Wednesday and Saturday to do our little league, and they get some promos and they have a lot of fun.
It definitely is a great opportunity for people to get involved in the early stages of doing things in stores. I think the question is, how are things going to progress? I really do think that having people back in stores and playing is great. At the same time, I think that the option to take things home and the option to kind of play on your own terms is something that has changed the game a lot and has been inviting to a lot of people. So I'm curious moving forward. Hopefully we can get more support for in-store play. Hopefully we can expand that to get even larger events, to get other kinds of events going. But I just want to make sure that as that happens, the people who are the take-home crowd still feel welcome.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we also got there's so much more Pokemon coming out. I mean, just the new game alone is going to introduce a bunch more new Pokemon, I think they're bringing back EXs again, which is going to be fun because that's something I actually remember when I was playing back in high school. And then also the introduction of all the terrestrialized Pokemon, offering, getting a Pikachu of every energy type, which will be kind of fun.
Pokemon always has something new, and they always have something coming up around the corner, whether it's in the world of the video games, whether it's a new set with a new, I don't want to say gimmick, whether it's a new set with a new feature. I think that there's a lot to look forward to, but at the same time, no matter what your interest is, there's always something that you can latch onto.
Yeah.